We are going to start by being introduced to, we're starting a new week, so we're starting a new story. This is the last week in this module. If there's a chair beside you, put it down. I don't like seeing. If there's a chair beside you or two chairs beside you, put it down so I can see everybody. Thank you. Alex, sit up, buddy. I know y'all are tired. I am tired too. But we gotta sit up. Hey, repeat this word after me. Burst. Let's figure out what we think it means. Burst. What does burst mean? Christopher?
Something that explodes.
What? Something that explodes? Freeze?
Donald Ross, would you please come to Ms. Sneed's office? Donald Ross to Ms. Sneed's office.
Who?
I just said Donald Ross for Miss.
Oh, yeah. All right. Burst is a verb. What's a verb?
A verb is an action, right?
No, an adjective is an action. A verb describes something, right? That's a great question. We'll look it up in a second. All right. We felt like we were going to burst with excitement on the first snow day of the year. Burst. It says, if you feel like you will burst, you feel great energy that you want to use up. You feel great energy that you want to use up. My door's locked. Figure it out. Alex, you gotta sit up, bud. Turn around and face me. All right, burst. See, a noun, a person, place, or thing. I can't look it up on this. Let's just go back to the book here. Here it comes. My brain doesn't want to work today. Huh? No, I got it. Oh, your books? I think he had them. They were on his desk. Hey Siri, what's a verb? Put it down.
Here's some information.
It's a word that conveys an action. So it is an actual word. You're right. The verb may also agree with the person. Yes, it's an action verb. An adjective describes something. I always get this confused. Anyways. Now, next word is opportunities. Repeat after me. Opportunities. I didn't hear everybody. Repeat after me. Opportunities.
Opportunities.
What do you think it means, given the picture we have? Gabby?
Chances you have to do things.
Okay, chances you have to do things.
Things that you can do.
What?
Things that you can do.
Things that you could do. Opportunities is a noun. It is a person, place, or thing. Mrs. Greger gives us many opportunities to solve problems on our own. All right, Chris, what do you think it means?
Doing stuff on your own.
If you have opportunities, you have chances to make something good happen. chances to make something good happen. Opportunities. Word number 2. Next word. Repeat after me. Immigration.
Immigration.
All right, everybody repeat after me. Immigration.
Immigration.
All right, so what do we think immigration means? Gabby?
You're part of a country.
Okay, becoming part of a country. It is a noun, a person, place, or thing. People from all over the world have become United States citizens through the process of immigration. Immigration is the process of coming to live in a new country. Immigration workers make sure that people follow the laws about moving. Immigration. Next word. Everybody repeat after me. Refugees. I'm still not hearing everybody. Refugees.
Refugees.
Thank you. All right, what do you think it means? What do you think, Chris?
Traveling.
Maybe traveling, okay. It is a noun, a person, place, or thing. Here's our sentence. Some refugees who flee from their homeland must start new lives in a different country. Refugees. Refugees are people who leave their countries because of war or other serious problems. Refugees. Jayana, sit up, baby. Take your hood off if you're going to get too warm and go to sleep. And then last word. Amazing.
I wonder.
Everybody, repeat after me. Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. What do you think amazing means?
Awesome. Something really exciting.
Something exciting.
Something that you really like that it's like makes you go like wow.
Yeah, something you like that makes you go, wow. Gabriel, what do you think?
I think great.
Uh-huh. Stop drawing on my desk, please. All right. Amazing is an adjective. It is describing something. Here's our sentence. The beauty of the stars in the night sky was absolutely amazing. If something is amazing, it is very surprising and wonderful. Amazing. What kind of event might make you so excited that you feel like you might burst? Amari?
Get a new PC.
Okay, getting a new what?
PC.
Okay.
Like it's a type of computer.
Oh, getting a new PC, a computer. Sorry, I thought you said PC, but for some reason my brain's going somewhere else. All right, Gabby, what do you think?
Seeing my friend that I haven't seen in a while.
All right, seeing your friend you haven't seen in a while made you want to burst of excitement. All right, next one. Do you think that getting a good education will mean more opportunities for you as you get older? Why or why not? Chris?
Yes, because if you get good grades, you can absolutely go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And get a job.
Okay, go to college, get a degree, get a job, probably make more money. All right. Why do countries have rules about immigration? Gabby?
So, like, they know that you made it like here. I honestly don't really know.
Okay. Chris?
Some people are, because some people are trying to come in here
Mm-hmm.
And you have to travel here by plane to be illegal.
Right.
That's why they put up the border wall.
Right. And then sometimes with people that are immigrants or they immigrated from somewhere else, then they do not pay taxes because they're not a citizen, so then they are not there. That's why we have rules for immigration. What circumstances might cause a person to become a refugee? Christopher?
Going to the Air Force.
No, not really. If you're a refugee, you're somebody that is traveling to go to a new place because you're fleeing from war or
A family that's around that.
like some people they become refugees coming from Mexico because of their way of living in Mexico is different, like from America. Like when we talked about the settlers, they came to America. They were refugees. They came to America for a better life, to not have to follow the rules of not the governor, of the Queen Elizabeth. So they were refugees moving over to America for something. They wanted something better. All right. Have you ever seen anything you thought was amazing? What was it, and why did you think that? Christopher?
Seeing that my favorite team's winning a football game.
Okay, seeing your favorite team win a football game. All right.
What was the question?
Have you ever seen anything you thought was amazing? What was it, and why did you think that?
I thought it was cool that my brother got into school, and then all my family members are really happy.
Yep, okay. That's good. All right, let's go to the next thing. We'll write those definitions a little later. All right, you're going to need a piece of paper. We're going to do an anchor chart. So, piece of paper, please. Good. Which one? Jordan. Oh, Gabriel. Come on, Dad. All right, our anchor chart today, let me zoom this out, is about making and confirming predictions. Jayana, sit up, baby. You got your paper out? Yes, sir. Quickly. Make and confirm predictions.
What page are we on?
We're not on a page yet.
When we finish with this, then it's math.
At 9:25. This is the M. This is the N. Yep, that's how I feel. All right, in this week's story, it is an autobiographical fiction text called My Diary From Here to There by Amada Irma Perez. When we read an autobiographical fiction, students read about some events based on the author's real life and some events that may be made up. While we read the selection, we'll want you to make and confirm predictions to help them follow along with events. A prediction is a guess you make about what will happen in a story. Readers confirm their prediction by continuing to read on it in the story. So a prediction is a guess you make about what is going to happen in a selection or story. Is a guess you make about what is going to happen in a story. All right, so before you read, there's three different times you look at confirming and making a prediction. So before you read, you're going to ask yourself these questions before reading. You're going to look at the cover. And read title. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at the text features and illustrations. What are my text features?
Isn't it one of them setting, right?
Nope. Nope. What are my text features?
Script.
Nope. That is that's not text features. That's what's called I know what you're getting at. One's text features and that one is text structure. That's text structure. What are text features? It's a text feature. Go ahead. It's a text feature. Alex, can you sit up? Write this down, please. Come sit on the floor if you need to, or come sit in Jody's seat so you can see. Come sit in Jody's seat so you can see. Come sit right here so you can see. If you need to, no, bring your paper and your pencil because we're doing an anchor chart. You need to write it down. What are text features? No, don't look at your notebook. You should know this. No, that is text structure. Text features. Pictures, captions, subheadings, headings. Those are text features. So you look at your text features and illustrations and then predict what the text will be about. You had to do any videos lately? That's the way I roll too. So can't say anything. And it had to be in at midnight.
About 59. I had embed a YouTube video, so I was like, why are my 5-minute videos taking so long?
Right.
Because I'm doing the last minute, but
Yeah.
I got it in.
I mean, Nathan, sit up, buddy. Alex, sit up. You should be writing this.
I mean, I only had a whole week off.
I mean, there's more pressing things to do. But
Right.
okay. I didn't do anything either.
Tomorrow, I'm leaving at 1 o'clock over there. So,
That's fine.
I'll probably have Kelly to bring this to the side.
That's fine.
Tell her to.
That's fine.
Yeah, I gotta go sit with.
That's good. All right, so during reading is our next. During reading, you're going to stop and think about what you read. Also, you're going to say, what do you think will happen next?
I said, "Young the voice for you." He said,
Right here is really hurting my finger. I don't know what happened when I was reading this.
Because you've had a week off of not writing, so your finger's not used to it. Would you like a Band-Aid?
Yes, please.
And then the last one would obviously be after reading. All right, so the last one is after reading. You're gonna, one, confirm. Or adjust. Adjust means to change your prediction. And then you ask yourself, was I right? When you finish writing that, open up your book to page 214. Just wait till he's done writing because he'll open his book and not finish writing probably. And working hard this morning. Are you gonna fall asleep or are you gonna pay attention? I'm what they call a Scrooge.
My dad's the Grinch about Christmas stuff. Are we reading the book? Yes. Then my brother gets all happy.
Oh, that's great. I don't. I'm a Scrooge when it comes to Christmas.
What page again? Okay. What page do we have to turn to?
No.
You want to do this stuff? You want to do the 80 question?
I just got your text.
Really?
Yep.
I just said it like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
He said his hand tight.
That's what happens when you have 2 weeks off.
Nah, that's the most work.
Most work is done all year.
That's why he was squeezing the muscles.
Oh, 2:15.
breakfast. Go quickly. Let me get the keypad on your the what's it called? The keyboard
Keyboard?
on your watch.
Oh.
I'm tired of scribbling it. All right, open it up to page 214. Wonderful. All right, looking at this week's story, like I said before, this is an autobiographical fiction, which autobiographical, well, it's not very clear. Autobiographical is based on an author's own experience, but may also include made-up events and characters. Authors of autobiographical fiction present events in sequential or chronological order, so that is a text structure in order, chronological text structure. Autobiographical fictions may include sensory details and figurative language, and authors of autobiographical fiction tell the story through first-person point of view. Remember, what was first-person point of view? The person that is reading it is the person that wrote it, so they're saying, I, me, my. So they're talking about themselves. Think about what you know about diaries. What would you like to learn about diaries of the main character? Write your idea below. Think about what you know about diaries. What would you like to learn about diary of the main character? Write your idea below. Everybody should have their reading book out, sitting up. Jayana, sit up, baby. Get your reading book out. We're opening up to page 214. Will be at 9:30. All right, so let's look at the first couple pages before we get into reading. So if we keep... Who? Well, my nephew's birthday is today. He turned 5.
Today?
Yes. Turned 5. He did. All right. So what do you think the purpose...
Outside party or inside party?
We already had a party for him. We had an outside party. We had a jumpy house. With the slide. And yes, I went down the slide.
Okay, now that
Water slide?
No. All right, so what do you think the purpose of this text is? What do you think the purpose of my diary from here to there? Gabby, what you got?
Maybe she's writing, I think it's about like her writing from where she's going on a trip to another place.
Okay, so it may be about diary about her trips or her travels. That was a good one. All right, let's turn to page 217. Before we do that, we're going to make and confirm a prediction. It looks like this character is trying to keep her writing a secret. I wonder why. I wonder what she is writing about. Although I haven't started reading the story yet, I can make a prediction about the character. Do you want to? I have it right here. Okay. Then as I read, it's just the illustrations. It's just the illustrations. Then as I read, I'll look for clues to tell me whether my prediction is correct. I think this character is writing in her journal and doesn't want anyone else to know what she's writing about. What do you think, what prediction can you make about her?
She's writing in her journal right now.
Okay. What do you think she's writing about?
Moving.
Okay, maybe moving. Well, why do people write under blankets or while people are sleeping? Look, she's got a flashlight. There's somebody sleeping beside her right here. Maybe it's a secret. It's a secret. Where she writes her biggest dreams or her biggest fears. I doubt so. Charles, sit up, please. Jayana, sit up, please. All right, so let's read. Dear Diary, I know I should be asleep already, but I just can't sleep. If I don't write this all down, I'll burst tonight. Tonight, after my brother Mario, Victor, Hector, Raul, and Sergio and I all climbed into bed, I overheard Mama and Papa whispering. They were talking about leaving our little house in Juarez, Mexico, where we've lived our whole lives, and moving to Los Angeles in the United States. But why? How can I sleep knowing that we might leave Mexico forever? I'll have to get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Today at breakfast, Mama explained everything she said. Papa lost his job. There's no work here, no jobs at all. We know moving will be hard, but we want the best for all of you. Try to understand. I thought the boys would be upset, but instead they got really excited about moving to the States. The big stores in El Paso sell all kinds of toys, and they have escalators to ride, and the air smells like popcorn. Yum. Am I the only one who's scared of leaving our home, our beautiful country, and all the people we might never see again? How does Amada react to moving to Los Angeles compared to her brother?
She doesn't like it. She's scared.
She's scared.
Not
She's scared because
scared.
she can't sleep. She's upset about leaving her home where she's lived her whole life. She's also upset about leaving what? Leaving her beautiful country of Mexico and everyone she knows. Her brothers are what?
Excited.
They're very excited about moving. All right, next page. Page 218. Next page. My best friend Mitchie and I walked to the park today. We passed Don Nacho's corner store and the woman at the tortilla shop, their hands blurring like hummingbird wings as they worked the dough over the griddle. At the park, we braided each other's hair and promised never to forget each other. We each picked out a smooth, heart-shaped stone to remind us always of our friendship, of the little park, of Don Nacho and the tortilla shop. I've known Mitchie since we were little. I don't think I'll ever find a friend like her in California. You're lucky your family will be together over there, Mitchie said. Her sister and father work in the U.S. I can't imagine leaving anyone in our family behind. Okay, diary, here's the plan. In 2 weeks, we leave for my grandparents' house in Mexicali. Sure. Right across the border from Calexico, California. We'll stay with them while Papa goes to Los Angeles to look for work. We can only take what will fit in the old car Papa borrowed. We're selling everything else. Meanwhile, the boys built cardboard box cities and act like nothing bothers them. Mama and Papa keep talking about all the opportunities we'll have in California. But what if we're not allowed to speak Spanish? What if I can't learn English? Will I ever see Mitchie again? What if we never come back? Today, while we're packing, Papa pulled me aside. He said, Amada, what's that, Sebastian? Mija? Mija. I can see how worried you've been. Don't be scared. Everything will be all right. But how do you know what will happen to us, I said. After reading paragraphs 11 through 13, how do you predict Amada took the news? Okay, well, after reading this last little bit right here, how do you think Amada took the news?
Worried.
Maybe she's still worried. Maybe she's comforted. Why do you think Papa told Amada this when she was worried about moving to the States? Why do you think Papa told Amada this when she was so worried about moving to the States? Yeah, okay, he's trying to make her feel better about moving and to comfort her, knowing that he's been through something similar too. All right, next paragraph. Next page. He smiled. Mija, I was born in Arizona in the States. When I was 6, not a big kid like you, my papa and mama moved our family back to Mexico. It was a big change, but we got through it. Diana, sit up. Kamani, sit up. Jordan, get your book out. You don't have your book, okay. I know you can too. You are stronger than you think. I hope he's right. I still need to pack my special rock. And you, diary, we leave tomorrow. Our trip was long and hard. At night, the desert was so cold we had to huddle together to keep warm. We drove right along the border, across from New Mexico and Arizona. Mexico and the U.S. are 2 different countries. They look exactly the same on both sides of the border, with giant saguaros pointing up at the pink-orange sky and enormous clouds. I made a wish on the first star I saw. Soon there were too many stars in the sky to count. Our little house in Juarez already seemed so far away. We arrived in Mexicali late at night, and my grandparents, Nana and Tata, and all our aunts, uncles, and cousins, there must be 50 of them, welcomed us with a feast of tamales, beans, and pan
That's good.
bread, and hot chocolate with cinnamon sticks. It's so good to see them all. Everyone gathered around us and told stories late into the night. We played so much that the boys fell asleep before the last blanket was rolled out onto the floor. But, Diary, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about Papa leaving tomorrow. What does the illustration tell you about Amada's family?
They're all happy.
They're a big family. They seem to be doing what? Celebrating. They seem to be celebrating or laughing, enjoying themselves. Next page. Jordan, you gotta wake up, bud. You need to be looking at the board if you ain't got a book. Jayana, sit up, baby. Jayana. Nathan, go tap her desk, please. Kamani, sit up. No. Alex, your name is not Nathan. Thank you. Sit up. We're on page 222. Sit up. Take your hood off. Amari, sit up. We're on page 222. Papa left for Los Angeles this morning. Nana confirmed Mama, saying that Papa is a U.S. citizen, so he won't have a problem getting our green cards from the U.S. government. Papa told us that we each need a green card to live in the States because we weren't born there. I can't believe Papa's gone. Tio Tito keeps trying to make us laugh instead of cry. Tio Raul let me wear his special mandala. And Tio Chato even pulled a silver coin out of my ear. The boys tried to copy his tricks, but coins just end up flying everywhere. They drive me nuts sometimes, but today it feels good to laugh. How do Amada's uncles try to help her and her brother feel better about Papa's trip to Los Angeles?
To make them laugh.
They're trying to make him laugh. They're trying to do what?
Make them happy.
Make them happy, trying to entertain them, to distract them from thinking about their Papa being gone. Jayana, you have got to sit up. Get on the right page. We're on page 222. What do?
They make they do jokes. They make them laugh. Like
Do tricks.
they do jokes.
They're doing jokes, or let Amada wear a special mandala.
They wanted to go to.
Yeah. Amari, sit up. All right, next page. We got a letter. Everybody needs to be sitting up. If you need to stand up behind your chair. But the sleeping is not going to work. We got a letter from Papa today. I'm pasting it into your page's diary. Dear family, I've been picking grapes and strawberries in the field of Delano, 140 miles north of Los Angeles, saving money and always thinking of you. It is hard, tiring work. There is a man here in the field named Cesar Chavez who speaks of unions, strikes, and boycotts. These new words hold the hope of better conditions for us farm workers. So far, getting your green card has been difficult for we are not the only family trying to start a new life here. Please be patient. It won't be long before we're all together again. Hugs and kisses, Papa. If you're going to sleep, I'm going to take your recess time. You take my time, I take yours. I miss Papa so much. It feels like he left ages ago. It's been tough to stay hopeful. So far, we've had to live in 3 different houses with some of Mama's sisters. First, the boys broke Tia Tuka's jewelry box and were so noisy she kicked us out. And then at Nana's house, they kept trying on Tia Nina's high heels and purses. Even Nana herself got mad when they used her pots and pans to make music. And they kept trying to read what I've written here and to hide my special rock. Tia Lupe finally took us in, but where will we go if she decides she's had enough of us? Go ahead. Put your mask on. Finally, Papa sent our green cards. We're going to cross the border at last. He can't come for us, but will meet us in Los Angeles. The whole family is making a big farewell dinner for us tonight. Even after all the trouble the boys have caused, I think everyone is sad to see us go. Nana even gave me a new journal to write in for when I finish this one. She said, never forget who you are and where you come from, where you are from. Keep your language and culture alive in your diary and in your heart. We leave this weekend. I'm so excited I can hardly write. My first writing in the USA. We're in San Ysidro, California, waiting for the bus to Los Angeles. Crossing the border in Tijuana was crazy. Everyone was pushing and shoving. There were babies crying and people fighting to be first in line. We held hands the whole way. When we finally got across, Mario had only one shoe on and his hat had fallen off. I counted everyone and I still had 5 brothers. Whew! Papa is meeting us at the bus station in Los Angeles. It's been so long. I hope he recognizes us. What details in the illustration helps you understand the situation at the border?
There's just a lot of people and they're waiting.
There's a lot of people and they're all waiting. And the Abada's family is all doing what?
Trying to get across the border.
They're trying to get across the border, but what are they doing? They're staying close. All right, so far, has our predictions been correct? What we predicted before about the journal being about her travels? Yes, so far, we're confirming it. All right, next page. What a long ride. One woman and her child got kicked off the bus when the immigration patrol boarded to check everyone's papers. Mama held Mario and our green cards close to her heart. Papa was waiting at the station just like he promised. We all jumped into his arms and laughed, and Mama even cried a little. Papa's hugs felt so much better than when he left us in Mexicali. I wrote to Mitchie today. Dear Mitchie, I have stories for you. Papa found a job in a factory and we're living in a creaky old house in El Monte, east of Los Angeles. It's not at all like Juarez. Yesterday, everything started shaking and a huge roar was all around us. Airplanes right overhead. Sometimes freight trains rumble past our house like little earthquakes. Each day I hold my special rock and I think about home. Mexico and our walks to the park. Papa says we might go back for the holidays in a year or two. Until then, write me. Missing you, Amada Irma. Why does Amada write a letter to Mitchie? Because she misses her. And she wants to tell her what?
About her stories.
Tell her about her stories and what's been going on.
I'm gonna stand up so I
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you 4 days. Because it's done IT. Nope. You're gonna sleep during my time. I'm gonna take yours at recess. What does Amada's letter to Mitchie reveal about Amada's new life?
where she's living.
Where she's living, what's happening, how things are what? How things are going, how things are different, and how things are about to change, and how she still misses her life in Mexico. All right, page 227. Well, diary, I finally found a place where I can sit and think and write. It may not be the little park in Juarez, but it's pretty. You know, just because I'm far away from Juarez and Mitchie and my family in Mexicali, it doesn't mean they're not here with me. They're inside my little rock. They're here in your pages and in the language that I speak. They're in my memories and my heart. Papa was right. I am stronger than I think. In Mexico, in the States, anywhere. P.S. I have almost filled the whole journal and can't wait to start my new one. Maybe someday I'll even write a book about our journey. A note from the author. When I was only 5 years old, my family left Mexico for the United States. That's true. When we left Juarez behind, stayed with my nana in Mexicali, waited breathlessly for my father's letters, was exciting, but also painful. I didn't know then that I, like so many others, economic and political refugees, could survive in a completely new place. As a teacher, I have heard many amazing stories from my students about their own journeys from one homeland to another. Some of my former students have devoted their lives to helping new immigrants who have also had to leave the comforts of home and country. They, like me, believe that we strengthen each other by telling these stories. With the love of our families and by writing in our diaries, we find the strength to thrive in our new home. Through our words, we keep our memories and culture alive in our diaries and in our hearts. Amada Irma Perez. What is Amada Irma Perez's purpose of writing this selection?
So kids can know that when they're stronger, it helps to get through things.
Okay. So, to believe in their strength.
Yeah.
And what else?
That she went through it too.
Okay, that she went through it too. This is the author. This is her story. This is what she went through. Who can she relate to? Who has the same purpose?
Christian.
Her students, her former students had left their homes and their homelands. Very good. All right, let's look at page 229, please. Huh? 229. It says reread page 217. How are Amada's thoughts about moving different from her brothers, and what do you learn about this? Write it down. How are Amada's thoughts different from her brothers, and what do you learn about her from this? All right, looking at number 2. To review pages 220 to 222, what do Amada's relatives do to try to help her family, and how were things that they did useful? You gotta do your work. Good. Alec, please stop doing that to your pencils, sir. Thank you. And then number 3, what helped Amada meet the challenges she faced when she moved to a new country? What helped Amada meet the challenges she faced when she moved to a new country? Yes, sir, Benjamin. Yes, you may. Hey, let's look at these questions. Number 1, how are Amada's thoughts about moving different from her brothers, and what do you learn about her from this? Sebastian.
She wants to figure out why they're leaving and his brothers are excited to leave.
The brothers are excited to leave, and she's a little more concerned. She wants to know why. Why are we leaving? What do we need to leave for? what does she learn from this? She learns that she truly loves her homeland. She loves Mexico and her friends and everything that she has in Mexico. All right, number 2. What do Amada's relatives do to try to help her family? How were the things they did useful? Chris?
They do jokes and they do tricks, and one of the relatives let her use his special, I don't know.
Mandala?
Yeah, that.
All right. And were they useful?
Yes, she said she needed that right now.
Yeah, she needed the distraction. Very good. And what helped Amada meet the challenges she faced when she moved to her new country? Gabby?
Her diary, because she could write and express her emotions.
All right, she has her diary. Her diary, she's able to write about her emotions, her language and customs. What else does she have?
She has a heart shaped into a rock.
The rock that Minchie gave her is that helps her to feel strong and reassures her that she can meet any challenges waiting for her in this new country. All right, we're going to stop right there, take a short break. You may have a mass break, stretch break, put your reading book away. You're going to need a piece of paper, or you're going to need your math book and a piece of paper for this next part. So we've got a few minutes. We're going to take a mass break, stretch break behind our desk.